Hi guys, it's Chantale from Lepage Cafe. I'm going to try to show you guys how I do my signatures. I only have like one book left, so I'm going to try to explain. It's kind of, I don't know, it's just the way I do it. There's no right or wrong way, I don't think. So this is one side of it. I'm just going to show you guys real quick. Yeah, so what I start with, I just go through really quick. So hopefully this is a good spot. I don't know. I'm going to bring it down a bit. Okay, we'll see. And these are my wired ribbon that I've cut down to make my tabs with. Cut a couple more. I should have done that on video, but I probably have enough there. So what I do is, well, excuse me, that's a short piece, so I'm gonna use it somehow, somewhere. Here's another piece. And then I have all my trims and ribbons, like over there. Let's see if I can move you without dropping. So I've got a lovely mess right there. See? Of trim, and I just pull from there when I need it. And my water. I'm going to, hopefully you can see what I'm doing underneath the sewing machine. So, because I will do some sewing on camera for you guys. So I'll just start, and I'll try to stay in kind of, let's see here. If I tip it a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, I'll tell you kind of what I do. This is just, that's kind of how I do it. So, after I put all the signatures together, what I did was I had all my piles. Sorry, I did not videotape that part. I literally just go through it, and I did not have any, I just made avocado tea-dyed, like avocado and tea-dyed papers, so I wanted to add that to it. So here it is. And then I'm also made, which I forgot to do that on camera, sorry guys, I also made these little envelopes, and they're just two envelopes that there's like a little tuck spot here, and I have opened both ends so that I can put some stuff in there. And then this one I washi taped it so we have a full pocket on that side. And here I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, because you can go from both sides, right? So I'll figure that out eventually. I always do. So, and then there's my avocado dyed paper. There is a video up if you haven't seen it yet. I can link it below on this video as well if you'd like. It's just the video before this one. And then I found this paper. It's like an old scrapbook paper book that I had, and I forgot to include it, and I wanted to. So I also wanted to include this paper that I've cut down. Okay, I got a piece for this guy. It's tissue paper that I wanted to include. It's not straight, so I'm gonna fix that, because I was cutting a pile of it, and then I accidentally missed some papers, so I didn't cut it. So, if you see me going this way, like with my hand, it's just because I've got a basket on the floor for my like scraps. I just put scraps there. Oh, there's also, I can't remember if I put the tissue paper on this side too. Right here. That I will probably make like a pocket out of this one. Okay. So then I wanted to add these in there. I just literally go through, and I decide where I want to add it. Now there's quite a bit of, I really kind of like these layers. So I don't want to really disrupt that. So it's kind of silly to say it that way, but it's just paper. So I go through it and see what's pleasing to me, and I want a variety of paper because I love varieties of paper. Now here's pretty plain, so I am going to put the pink one there because I like that pink with the red here. So, and then there's just one piece here. So I'm going to see, this is what I do. I just try. And if I like, meh, I don't really, no, I don't want it there. So there's no rhyme or reason. I just feel like I'm not even sure if I like that there. I'm going to, I think I'm going to put the envelope here. Okay. So then I just keep going through. Here there's going to be some kind of tab or like this. Oh, and I also have cards. I have some Christmas cards that I wanted to also include because I have lots of them. Right here, I think it's a good spot. So I'm going to add a Christmas card in each signature as well, because I just had some. There's this one, and this is a piece of vintage wrapping paper that I got from Jessica Wrap, so I've included that in there. And then here, maybe I'll put it here. I have a couple bundles of cards on this side. Like I got these guys, and I got these guys, and I've got this one. So I think I'm gonna put this one because I just, you know, just go through them and decide which one I want to pick. So I have a couple piles. I just thought I would use them, right? Recycle, right? So I think I'm gonna put this one there, but then we don't, but it just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like it there. But this is kind of how I figure out what I want to put. I feel like it's just very plain in this area. I feel like there's missing something. And then I just finished it. Oh, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm going to, this paper is actually, it is 1983 ledger that I scanned because I wanted to put a little bit of it in these journals, but I don't have enough for all of them, so I decided to scan them and then use Tracy Fox. I think I probably mentioned that already. Tracy Fox's beautiful grid. I think it's an archive 2, set 2, I think. And then, oh, look how precious that is. Oh my goodness. So that's my middle, right? So now, for the trims and the tabs, I don't have no rhyme or reason to do it. This is the other one I put in the front of that signature. I just start, because I wanted to kind of have some fluffy in the some lace in the middle, and then finish with some kind of lace at the end. So this one I didn't add a lace. Sometimes I do, depending, and then I put the tab on this. I don't know. There's no real. So I'll start with this. I just go with what I like, I guess. So I want some lace. Where is it? I'm just looking through my lace right now. Sorry, guys. I think I'm going to use this one. No. I want this one, I think. So what I do, I just grab my trim or my lace, and I just kind of measure it like this, and then I decide, cut it down where it needs to go, and then I just sew it. So I'm not going to talk through the sewing because I mean, you won't be able to hear me anyways, probably. So, pull the thread back. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. I don't know if I would love to hear if any of you are also making some of these, or trying or attempting to create your own journals. I do not backstitch because it's more for appearance, the stitching. So I don't feel like I need to I've never had any issues about my stitching coming apart, so I don't backstitch. So it's up to you. And this one has a pocket, so I have to lift it a bit so it doesn't get caught. Otherwise, I'm just gonna pull this closer to me. I'm getting caught in everything. Okay. And then I just trim the edge here. Now, if you want to make a ruffle, I might make a ruffle just kind of to show you how I do my ruffles. And I don't personally like how they do these. Well, I might leave it. I'm going to probably put this guy on this side. Okay, so what I do is I measure approximately. Oh, that's the wrong scissors. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay. So now I always like kind of pull it back just because otherwise it'll come out of my needle and it's very frustrating. So my other machine is not working at the moment. It's just going backwards. So I gotta get my brother to check it again. Darn sewing machine, I tell ya. It kind of gets caught in that ridge. Is it even attached? Hopefully I'm not shaking you guys too much. Sorry if I am. And then I just trim it. It was kind of going off the paper there. Okay, so now I got my two ends, right? And I've got my pockets done. Okay. And now I go through. This guy, obviously, I will not put a trim on it. I usually start with the first page. Now, I want a variety of tabs. So, my first page, because it's the first one, it doesn't really matter the color. But I usually look at the colors and the patterns. And, like, you don't want to put all... Well, I mean, you can if you want to. That's what appeals to you. You're more than welcome to. But I try not to put all the same colors at one end. So I started the top. And I'm just zigzagging. You don't have to. You can just put a straight. I just like the zigzag. See how it's curling up? I don't want that to happen. So, and then the one at the end, the one on the other side, I do the bottom. So then I pick... Can you see that? I don't know if you guys can see that, but I pick a different color. And then I just put it at the bottom. Same thing with the tabs. I do not backstitch. You can if you want to, but I don't know. You're not... Personally, I don't go... I've had... junk journals for a while, my own and stuff, and I have 5 kids and I've never had a problem with stuff ripping out. I mean, my kids go through it and they pull on them. I mean, they're not, like, I tell them to be gentle and all, of course, but you know, I've never had the issue. Oh, I'm taking this short piece and I'm putting tabs at the end, by the way. Now for this one, because I know it's going to be at the bottom here, right? The back one, because I don't want them to be exactly beside each other, the back one, I'll do the tab at the top, and the front one, I'll do the tab at the bottom. Hopefully that makes sense. So, just pick whatever. Right now, at this point, it doesn't really matter the type of tab, just because the type of ribbon, because, you know, I mean, you need a, to me, I want a variety. Hopefully that makes sense, and I'm not vibrating you too much with this sewing. Maybe I should sew a little. So one tab at the bottom, and I kind of stitched that a little on the crooked side, but that's good. Put this string back. Let's see what other color I've got. I'll put the little green guy at the top. these strips are nice because you can move them up and down. Like let's say, well, this one I kind of want them back on down here at the bottom because I want it to still work together as like a, kind of works together as a, I like it together like this. I'm trying to think if it was on top. I think it was on top of this guy. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I just go with what I like. Anyways, I'll probably look back at this video and be like, nope, it was underneath. But anyways, somebody's probably saying, no, it's underneath. Anyways, just keep going. So every so often I will look at the journal like this and see what's like showing up. See how this one is kind of in between these two. I look for, you'll see how as I go. Right now it's not too bad because there's not that many tabs. So the next one, I want a tab around this area. Now you don't need to put a tab on every paper. I will go with the pink, and then I look in the back. The pink, I'll put a tab on the top part. So back here and in the middle here, because I want it to be kind of in the middle. Can you see that? Am I even in frame? Okay. I want it kind of in between these two. So I'm going to put it around here. Another thing, if you're not sure that you will remember where to put it, you can keep checking it, or you can put I have little paper clips. I'll show you after how I do. If I'm like, okay, I don't know where to put my tab next. I want to put it whatever. I'll show you what I do. Okay, now I want something. Oh, I think I want this one. And then I just grab it, stick it in there, and then, so. Like I said, these tabs are more for like decorative, so it's not like the whole journal will get pulled out. Oh, my kids are home. So anyways, I might just join two videos together because it's gonna get really loud real quick. My kids just got home. So anyways, that's kind of how I go about creating it. If I can put another one, and then I'll pause it. I'll stop it, and then I'll join a second video with it because there are homework to be done. The joys. The joys. What is it in this? See how funny how it's curling? But anyways. There they are. Okay. Just stitch that real quick. And I'll come back in a little while. Bye for now.